Hello everybody watching at home and welcome to tonight's matchup between the Cougars of Concordia University Chicago and the Foresters of Lake Forest College. We're here at Geisman Gymnasium on the campus of CUC. My name is Peter Bolkowski and I will be your play-by-play announcer for tonight's what seems to be exciting matchup between these two teams, both of whom are hungry to add a win under their belt for this season. Little preview for both teams before we get started here. The Cougars of Concordia are currently sitting at 7-12 on the season, but more importantly, they are 1-6 within the NAC conference, which currently ranks them 12th out of 14. So even though this is not a conference matchup, they definitely want to get another win under their belt, especially after their last match Saturday at St. Norbert, at which they lost 3-0. On the Lake Forest side of the ball, they're currently sitting at 7-14, but they're above 500 in their conference, sitting at 3-2. Their last match was Saturday against Cornell College, in which they lost 3-0. Despite that loss, they still rank 4th out of 9 in the Midwest Conference. So once again, despite it not being a conference matchup between the two teams, they are both looking to get another win under their belt, get some confidence and get some momentum going as they hit the home stretch of this season and start playing some more conference games. In just a little bit, we'll get the national anthem and the starting lineup, and then we'll get this game underway.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Geisman Gymnasium for tonight's non-conference women's volleyball match between the Foresters of Lake Forest College and the Cougars of Concordia University Chicago. Let's meet tonight's starters. First for the visiting Foresters. The libero is junior number 4, Izzy Vishnevak. Sophomore outside hitter number 1, Mary Jigan. Senior outside hitter number 2, Hannah Kovinia. Freshman outside hitter number 7, Rebecca DeCoe. Junior middle blocker number 12, Madison Stevens. Freshman center number 16, Julie Barrientos. and junior outside hitter number 17, Haley Bryant. The assistant coach is Kevin Blabowitz, and the head coach of Foresters is Katie Rucker. And now, here are the starters for the Concordia Chicago Cougars. The libero is senior number 4, Julia Beers. Sophomore, center number 7, Isabel Bernengo. Junior outside hitter number 8, Joy Rocco. Junior outside hitter number 9, Alyssa Henlon. Sophomore outside hitter number 18, Katie Stonich. Senior middle blocker number 24, Chloe Martin. And senior middle blocker number 29, Michaela Perino. The assistant coach is Ashton Smith, and the head coach of the Cougars is Troy Campbell.
Well, there you have it, folks. Our starters for tonight's matchup. One more time from Lake Forest. Number 1, Mary Geegan. Number 2, Hannah Kobinia. Number 4, Izzy Vishneva. Number 7, Rebecca DeCoke. Number 12, Madison Stevens. Number 16, Julie Barrientos. And number 17, Haley Bryant. Starting for the Cougars, number 4, Julia Beers. Number 7, Isabel Vernengo. Number 8, Joy Greco. Number 9, Alyssa Henline. Number 18, Katie Stonich. And number 29, Michaela Perino. Something to keep an eye on tonight, folks. Number 4 for the Cougars, Julia Beers, is currently sitting at 989 career digs in her collegiate career. If she's able to hit the 11 dig mark tonight, she will hit that coveted 1,000 mark.
Inside of the gymnasium here, your cooperation is much appreciated.
We see the teams get set for the opening serve. The Cougars wearing their home whites on the right, and the Forester wearing their reds on the left. As stated at the top of the broadcast, this is a non-conference match, but both teams are hungry for a win. The Cougars especially are coming off 5 straight losses, so while this might not count towards their conference record, a win here would be huge for getting some of that confidence back for the Cougars as they play, as their next 6 matchups are against conference foes, and as we get to the home stretch of the season, those games matter probably more than any other in the past season. The Foresters are in a somewhat similar position, though their conference record is above 500 at 3-2. After tonight, they will have another non-conference matchup against North Central this Friday, but after that, they end their season with 3 straight conference matchups, which will be pivotal in their final conference ranking. Number 9, Alyssa Henline, gets set for the opening serve for the Cougars as tonight's matchup is underway here at Geisman Gymnasium. So we get a nice volley started here from both sides of the ball. And the Foresters strike first. Henline was not able to get a good grip on that ball, and it bounced right off her hands and out of play. Rebecca DeCoke ready to serve for the Foresters. They look to build their 1-0 lead on the Cougars. Nice bounce off the net. Good block up front by the Foresters. Another solid block from the Foresters, and the Cougars still have to deal with the ball. And the Foresters get the point. A strong up front presence from the Foresters blockers. Cougars were not able to beat them about twice in a row. Earns the Foresters that point, makes it 2-0 in their favor. The Coke gets ready to serve once again. Another hit off the net, though Beers is able to hit that one up. And the Cougars get their first point on the board. Solid play by the Cougars, and the kill is given to Katie Stonich, number 18, as Julia Beers gets set to serve for the Cougars. Serve is up. Hit up by the Foresters. And the Cougars are awarded the point. Beers will get set to serve once again. Again, Beers just 11 digs away from 1,000 in her career. And Mark, you know that she, along with every other Cougar here on the team and in the stands, wants to see her hit in tonight's matchup. Served by Beers. And point Cougars, great blocking up front from a combination of Stonich and Perino gives the Cougars the point. They score 3 straight to take a 3-2 lead on the Forester as Beers gets set to serve once again. See if she could build on this newly found Cougars lead. It's set for the serve. And there we go again, another Cougars point. So, after the Foresters jumped out to a quick 2-0 lead on the Cougars, the Cougars storm back with 4 straight points, take a 4-2 lead in this first set. Beers will get set to serve once again. See if she could build it on the Cougars lead even more. The softly hit ball from Beers makes it to the Forester side. And number 1 for the Foresters, Mary Egan, hits it into the net. Cougars point. Beers will serve once again as the score is now 5-2. That makes 5 straight points for the Cougars as they've started a little run here after the quick 2-0 lead by the Foresters. Beers gets set, the serve. Popped up by the Coke. Great play there by Henline to keep it up for the Cougars. And a nice block up front by the Cougars, and it'll earn them the point. That time it looked like it was Perino and Joy Greco who got the Cougars the point off that block. Foresters were not able to react quickly enough to it. Cougars have now scored 6 straight, make it a 6-2 game in their favor. Beers is getting a lot of work serving right now as it makes 6 straight points for the Cougars. Gets it over once again. Foresters have to play it. Played off the net. Nice pop up by Beers. Greco a solidly hit ball, but the Foresters are able to keep it up and get it back over. Good job by the Foresters blocker there. Cougars also doing a good job in their own right, keeping these hard hit balls up. And Stonich gets the point there. I believe that'll be a kill in her name. And the Cougars now make it 7-2. Looks like the Foresters are calling a timeout. They want to get things settled after they saw their quickly built 2-0 lead evaporate into what is now a 7-2 game in the Cougars' favor. Well, so far in this game, Beers does have 1 dig, which brings her that magical number down to 10 for her to reach 1,000. After tonight's matchup, the Cougars will stay at home this upcoming Friday, where they will have a conference matchup against MSOE, and the day after that, the next afternoon, actually Saturday, they'll be playing Wisconsin Lutheran, also here in Geisman Gymnasium. After tonight's matchup, as I previously stated, Lake Forest will travel to North Central Illinois and play them Friday, and they end their season with 3 straight Midwest Conference matchups against Illinois College, Knox, and Grinnell. Those 3 conference matchups to end the season could be pivotal for the Foresters, who currently sit at 4th place in the Midwest Conference. Timeout is over. Beers gets set to serve once again for the Cougars as they look to build this 7-point run they've gone on since trailing 2-0. Beers the serve. And it is out, so that will stop the Cougars' run, but what a run it was. 7 straight points to build a 7-2 lead. After that serve out, it is now 7-2-3. Cougars, but the Foresters, will get a chance to go on a run of their own here and hopefully get back into this game. Kishnevak sets off the net. Cougars are able to get it over though. And a great block up front by number 29 for the Cougars, Michaela Perino. She's done some good work tonight. She is credited with 2 blocks assisted tonight, So she's doing some good work for the Cougars up front. A big reason they're now up 8-3. Stonich gets set to serve. It is over. Oh, little miscommunication there. Cougars thought they had the point. Foresters able to keep it in. Cougars were lucky enough to get set though, keep the play going, though the point is there for the Foresters. Cougars caught a bit of a break, started celebrating a little prematurely. We're able to get set, get it back to the Foresters side. Foresters do get the point in the end, make it 8-4. As number
in the match now serving number 8, Katie
Mueller sets the serve for the Foresters. They got some work to do to get back in this game, or at least keep it close before it gets a little out of hand. Stonich's hit is a little too low, goes under the net. That will be a Forester point. It is now 8-5.
Foresters serving with 5, Cougars 8.
We see Cougar coach Troy Campbell come out to the floor to talk to Stoners. Campbell's in his 7th season as the Cougar head coach. He's assisted by Ashlyn Smith. Solid hit there by Greco. Forces block it right back though. Ball is on their side now. And it is hit out of play by Forester number 1, Mary Deegan. That'll be a Cougar point, makes the score 9-5 in their favor.
Into the match and now serving for the Cougars, number 12, Grace Haywood.
Grace Haywood comes into the game and is set to serve for the Cougars. Number 8, Joy Greco, goes to the bench to take a little bit of a breather after having a solid game thus far. Ooh, an absolute rocket from number 12, Madison Stevens from the Foresters, gives them the point. It is now 9-6, as it looks like number 1, Mary Deegan, will go back to serve. Deegan is a player to watch. She's currently seen at 4th in kills per set in the Midwest Conference and also 4th in total points. So possibly the most talented player on this Foresters roster. As the Cougars score a point, make it 10-6 now. It seems that every time the Foresters get a break, get some points on the board, the Cougars come right back, get a point of their own, kill any momentum the Foresters get. As number 1, Alex Clausen, comes in to serve for the Cougars. And a nice little tap there from number 9, Alyssa Henline for the Cougars, gives them the point, makes it 11-6. Wasn't the most powerful hit you'll see, but it got the job done. Possibly threw the Foresters off with how little velocity there was on that hit. Good block up front there by the Cougars to keep the ball up. Henline gets a lot on that one. The Foresters able to keep it up. Mango pops it up for someone to play. And the Foresters kind of use Henline's little trick play on the Cougars. A softly hit ball just over the net. They even hit the net, in fact. Gives the Foresters the point there and makes it 11-7. Here, come back in the game. She now has 2 digs on the night, which brings her magic number to 1,000 to only 9. The serve by Stevens, and it is out. Cougar point, 12-7.
Point of Cougar.
Isabel Vernengo will go back to serve for the Cougars. She's currently sitting at 2nd in assists per set in the NAC Conference at 8.94 assists per set. She gets the serve off, and that one is out. That'll be a Forester point, making the game 12-8.
Serving is number 16, Julie Barrientos.
Barrientos serving for the Foresters. The serve is up, hits the net, lucky bounce there. Cougars able to play it. Henline. She has been on fire tonight as she gets another kill and point for the Cougars. She's accredited with 2 kills tonight so far for the Cougars, 2 assists as well. Speaking of Emily, she goes back to serve for the Cougars. Hope to build on this 5-point lead they've built up thus far. The serve is up and it is over. It's in play. Hard hit ball by Bryant. Cougars able to keep it up. And the point is given to the Foresters. Looks like number 8 for the Cougars. Joy Greco was not able to get enough on it or get it up high enough to get it over the net.
Number 7, Rebecca DeCote.
The point, excuse me. Rebecca DeCote to serve now for the Foresters. Cougars hits it up. And the point goes to the Cougars. Nice setup there for Fernando, and Stonich finishes off. Her hit goes off the Foresters blockers, hands it out, and that is a Cougar point. Beers back to serve for the Cougar. She had a long stretch of serving for the Cougars earlier in the game when they went on a 7-point run. Stonich went for another kill, but the Foresters blockers are going to hit it right back over and give themselves the point. That makes it score 14-10 in favor of the Cougars. Izzy Vishnovac will now serve for the Foresters. The serve is up and it is in. Hard hit ball there from Greco. Foresters able to keep it in play though. And Stonich will get another kill in her name. She's already sitting at 3. That makes 4 on the night for her. She's having a night thus far. She's gotten 8 kills on the Cougars, 15 points as she goes back to serve now for the Cougars. First serve is out though. That'll be a Forester point. Cougars hope to regroup.
Serving for Lake Forest,
subs coming in. Foresters, number 8, Katie Mueller, will come in to serve for the Foresters. The serve was in. Cougars able to play it. And good hit there by number 29, Michaela Perino for the Cougars. Went off the hand of the Foresters. Blockers gives them the point. We see Grace Haywood coming back into the game for the Cougars as number 8, Joy Greco, goes off to the bench for a little bit of a break. Haywood is set to serve for the Cougars, looking to build on their 5-point lead. Nice save there by Vishnovac, and the Cougars get the point on the block up front at the net. That looks like a combination of Perino and Vernango. And Lake Forest is forced to use yet another time out. They just have not been able to get anything going against this Cougars team. We'll take a slight break and be back with you in just a bit to resume set 1 action between the Cougars and the Foresters. And we're back here, just a couple seconds left in the timeout from the Foresters. They're currently trailing the Cougars 17-11. Katie Stonich, number 18 for the Cougars, is having herself a game thus far in set 1. She's got 4 kills already so far in the match. That gives her 4.5 points. She's been a big part of why the Cougars have been able to build this 6-point lead in set 1. They need just 8 points to claim this set. Haywood's serve goes into the net. That'll be a point in the Foresters' favor as number 1, Mary Geegan, goes back to set.
Number 1,
To serve, excuse me, for the Foresters. Taking her time, she wants to make sure the Foresters are able to go on a run, close this 5-point gap before the Cougars can claim set 1. Henline, strong hit. Foresters do a good job keeping it in though, and get it back over too. Fernando the setup. Henline almost got another finish there. Foresters able to keep it up for a little bit longer, but Fate catches up. Cougars get the point, make it 18-12. You see Alex Clausen come into the game for Perino. For the Cougars, she gets set to serve as we take a little bit of a break here as Stonich mops off some of the sweat off the hardwood. It is always a nice fluid environment here in Geisman Gymnasium, especially when you are actively on the floor playing the game. Clausen gets set for the serve. It is over. And Geegan's hit goes straight into the net. That'll be another Cougars point, makes it 19-12 in their favor. The Foresters just have not been able to get any runs going in their favor, which is why they're currently down by 7 as we approach the match point for the Cougars. Geegan does able to get a hand on that serve, and the Foresters do get the point as the ball goes off the Cougars' blocker's hands. You see Beers coming into the game for the Cougars.
Number 12, Madison Stephen.
She's got 2 digs on the night, which brings her to 9 until the 1,000 mark. Venango the setup. Henline a hard hit ball, though. Number 8 for the Foresters. Katie Mueller is able to keep it up. Ball's back on the Cougars side of the court. Henline, another softly hit ball, though the Foresters keep it up, but that hit will be out as it will end up being a Cougar point. We saw Henline use that play that she's used a lot so far tonight, kind of softly tapping the ball over the net, and kind of makes the Foresters defense freak out a little bit. They're expecting a more hardly hit ball. And Vernango's serve will be out. It will be a Forester point. Makes the score 20-14.
Server is number 16, Julie Barrientos.
Vernango is the team leader for the Cougars in the assist category. She has 627 on the season. And they do give the point to the Cougars. It almost looked like a bit of a 50-50 play up there at the front of the net. Cougars get the point, are only 4 points away from claiming this set. Henline gets back to serve for the Cougars. It hits off the net. Vishnevak's able to get it up, but Stonich is able to get it back onto the Foresters side. Foresters could not react quick enough, hit it under the net. That is another Cougars point, excuse me. It is now 22-14 as Henline serves once again. And that'll be another Cougar point as number 8, Joy Greco, gets that hardly hit ball to bounce off the blockers up front for the Foresters. Makes it a 23-14 point game. It's a 9-point game for the Cougars right now, as they're only 2 away from winning this first set. Good job up front by Stonich and Martin to keep the ball going for the Cougars, and they get the point. Number 8, Greco does it again for the Cougars. She pulls them to within 1 of 25 and a set victory. Foresters need to go on a big run here as if they want to win this set, and they get some help there as the Cougar serve goes out of play, and it is now 24-15.
Serving number 7, Rebecca.
Coke goes back to serve for the Foresters. They need to go on a run here. Nice play by Beers to keep it up. Stonich goes for the kill, but the Foresters were able to keep it up themselves. Venango kind of just pushes the ball over. And that ball is out. That'll be point number 25 for the Cougars as they win set one, 25-15. A mostly dominant set for the Cougars, but the Foresters were never able to really get any kind of run going under their belt. The Cougars take care of that set pretty handedly against the visiting Foresters. We'll be back after a quick break as we resume tonight's action, and set two takes place between the Lake Forest Foresters and the Concordia Chicago Cougars. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Geisman Gymnasium here at the campus of Concordia University, Chicago. We're about to start set two of tonight's matchup between the CUC Cougars and the Lake Forest Foresters. Cougars took care of set one with little problems, 25 points to 15 against the Foresters. Used some strong play from a couple players to really take care of the Foresters with, again, no problems really. Isabel Vernango finished this set off with 8 assists. That'll add to her impressive team's leading total of 627. By far and away the leading total on this Cougars team. Katie Stonich had herself a nice first set as well, as she finished off with 4 kills. Alyssa Henline was next in that category with 3 of her own. On the Forester side, they just were never able to really get any momentum going. Anytime they scored a point or two, the ball would eventually quickly go back to the Cougars, who would start their own run to build their lead up even more. They finished with a 10-point win in set one. So, Foresters hoping for a little closer of a match and hopefully a win in their favor for this second set, which is about to kick off fairly soon. Beers is still sitting at 2 digs at the night, which brings her career total to 291, 9 away from that special mark of 1,000. Number 16, Julie Barrientos serves for the Foresters as we get set here as we get underway here in set number 2 of tonight's matchup. Great play there by number 12 for the Cougars, Grace Haywood. Able to keep it in. The Foresters doing a little bit of that themselves on their side of the ball. Stonich goes for another kill, though the Foresters able to play it. Ooh, great save there by Beers. Keep the ball up on a hard hit ball. So a little miscommunication there on the Cougars as Headline's hit was not picked up by anyone. It results in a Forester point. They take a 1-0 lead. They did lead set 1 2-0 to start off, before the Cougars went on an impressive run to make it 7-2 quite quickly. Hard hit there by Henline, hits the net, and it will be a Forester point. So, almost an exact carbon copy of set 1. The Foresters take a 2-0 lead to start the set. See if the Cougars can replicate their set 1 start and go on a 7-point run, or even more here in set 2. Fernando, the setup, Headline, and they give it to her just inside the out of play mark line. And Headline gets the point there for the Cougars, makes it 2-1 as she goes back to serve. Jordan Greco comes into the game for Grace Haywood for the Cougars as Headline gets set to serve. See if they can tie up set 2 in the early going. You see some talking between the official and the Foresters players. This play's about to resume, though, with Headline serve. It is over. Nice save there by Geegan. Domingo the setup. Stonich went for the finish, but Geegan's able to get a hand on it, keep it up. It's back on the Cougar side of the net. Domingo, another setup, and Stonich is able to finish that one off. Looked like number 16, Julie Barrientos, got a hand on it for the Foresters, but was not able to get enough control over it as it quickly bounced out of play, giving the Cougars the point, making the match 2-2. Headline serve, Geegan pops up for the Foresters, and number 8 for the Cougars. Joy Greco was not able to get enough on it, and Julie Beers' dive was not close enough to pop it back up either for the Cougars. So that'll give the Foresters their point, make it 3-2 in set 2. The serve by DeCoke, and it is considered out. That'll be a Cougar point. It is 3-3. Number 29, Kayla Perino comes in for the Cougars, substituting for number 24, Chloe Martin, as Julia Beers gets set to serve for the Cougars. She's gotten 2 digs so far in set 2, which brings her total up to 4 on the night. Of the 11 needed to hit 1,000, though her serve is out of play. That'll be a Forester point. They take a 4-3 lead as number 4, Izzy Vishnovac, goes back to serve for the Foresters. The serve is up. And Stonich finishes it off for the Cougars. That is her 6th kill of the night. We've seen that a lot between her and number 7 for the Cougars, Isabel Vernango. Vernango sets her up, and Stonich usually finishes it off beautifully. She's got 6 assists in addition to Vernango's 11 assists. Sorry, Stonich has 6 kills. Vernango has 11 assists as the Cougars get another point under their name. It is now 5-4 Cougars. Stonich goes back to serve once again. Serve hits the net. Foresters able to play it. That was number 12, Stevens, who kept it up for the Foresters. And Greco's hit is called out. That'll be a Foresters point. Tied the set up at 5 apiece. Katie Mueller comes in to serve for the Foresters. All tied up here at 5. In the second set of the match. Cougars took set 1, 25-15. Looks to be a much closer set here in set 2. Nice blocking up front by the Foresters as Greco's hit goes nowhere, comes back to the Cougars too quickly, gives the Foresters a point, makes it 6-5 in their favor as they retake the lead. Mueller gets set to serve once again for the Foresters. Beers pops it up for them. And Vernango tips it over, gives the Cougars the point, ties up the set at 6. I think just about everybody here, including myself, was expecting Vernango to do what she does almost on every play, which is pop it up and set up Stonich or another Cougar player. She decided to take matters in her own hand that play and give the Cougars the point herself. She's accredited with a kill on that. And some nice blocking up front by Vernango again and Michaela Perino. The serve here by Haywood. Bears is not able to get that up high enough. Foresters take the point, make it 7-7.
Number 1, Mary Geegan.
Geegan goes back to serve for the Foresters. And it is out, so that'll be a Cougar point as they take an 8-7 lead. Awesome comes in to serve for the Cougars. She does have 20 service aces on the year. That is 3rd on this team. She did not get one there. She got that was not Claus, that was number 12, Grace Hayward, who's able to keep it up with a nice dig there for the Cougars. And that hit is out from the Foresters. That'll be a Cougar point as they build a 2-point lead, 9-7. See if they can pull away a little bit in this second set, which has been very back and forth thus far between the Cougars and the Foresters. Clausen gets set to serve once again. Ian is able to hit that up for the Foresters. And a nice hit there from who I believe was number 12, Madison Stevens, able to get that right over the Cougars blockers. Give them the point, make it a 9-8 game, still in favor of the Cougars. Stevens now goes back to serve for the Cougars. She did get the kill on that last play. Nice play there by Henline to keep up the ball that was hit right into the net by Chloe Martin, but the Cougars are not able to capitalize. It is now 9-9 all. Stevens gets set to serve once again, see if she can give the Foresters this lead back. She cannot, as she hits it right into the net, gives the Cougars the point, making it 10-9 in their favor.
Serving is number 7, Isabel.
Vernango goes back to serve. She's first on the team, well actually, tied for first on the team in service aces with 27. She's tied with Sophie Kovakovic. The block up front by the Cougars is not able to get that ball back over as the Foresters claim the point there, making it 10 all.
Serving number 16, Julie
Barrientos goes back to serve for the Foresters. That last kill was accredited to Hannah Cobinia of the Foresters. And the Cougars get it right back. Will make it an 11-10 game.
Number 9, Alyssa
Headline, who was just given the kill on that play, now goes back to serve for the Cougars. Headline has 5 kills so far in tonight's matchup. A nice stat line for her. The Cougars blockers got it back over. Forster's able to keep it alive though. And they do eventually get the point. Number 8 for the Cougars, Joy Greco, was able to get a hand on it up front. Kind of took an unpredictable bounce, wound up hitting the hardwood, giving the Foresters the point, tying the game up at 11. As number 7, Rebecca DeCote goes back to serve for the Foresters. The serve is over. Beers is able to pop it up. Nice play there. A nice volley here going now between the two teams. Beers pops up one more time. Vernango sets it up. No one went for it. And it looks like too many touches for the Cougars on their side of the net as the point is given to the Foresters. They retake the lead. It is now 12-11. Koch gets set to serve for the Foresters. It is over. Mango sets it up. Greco goes for the kill, though the blockers up front for the Foresters. That was number 2, Hannah Cobinia. Able to keep it up. Beers a nice play to keep that ball up. And Stonich is able to get it back into the field of play. And that hit is just a little too high for Vernango. As the Foresters get another point and build a 2-point lead now. And what feels like their first multi-point lead in a long time in this set. It was a relatively close set thus far. A lot of back and forth, a lot of lead changes. Foresters see if they can go on a run to get some distance between them and the Cougars. Beer's a nice play there. Goes to Vernango, she sets it up. And number 24 for the Cougars, Chloe Martin, finishes it off. Again, you see how much the Cougars offense relies on Vernango setting that ball up for her big attackers to finish off the play. We've seen that a lot as she's now got 13 assists on the night. Beers is credited with another dig. She's now sitting at 5 in the night, 6 away from 1,000 as she gets set to serve. The serve is up. Vishnevak is able to get it up for the Foresters. Deegan hits it over back to the Cougar side. Vernango gets another setup, and the Foresters are not able to handle that one from Greco of the Cougars. Cougars tie it at 13. Beers gets set to serve again as she sees if she can regain the Cougar lead. It is hit over. Geegan hits it up. Excuse me, that was not Geegan. So the Foresters do end up finishing. That was number 7. Rebecca DeCote initially hit that serve from Beers up, which led to the eventual Foresters point. Vishnevak gets set to serve for the Foresters. Another setup for Vernango. Stonich goes for the kill. The Koch's able to hit it over and sneak it in the line. It looked like number 9, Melissa Henline for the Cougars. Didn't know if that was going to be out of play or not. Probably ended up destined out of play. It snuck right within the line. Gave the Cougars the point. Gave the Foresters the point, excuse me. Made it a 2-point lead, which is now a 3-point lead.
Lead 16-13 here in set 2.
Cougars decide to take a timeout here, see if they can get their play together. They looked dominant in the first set, ended up winning 25-15. It's been a lot of a closer set here between the two teams as the Foresters have built a 3-point lead up on the Cougars. A lot of back and forth, a lot of lead changes, a lot of ties. Set 2 has just been closer in almost every aspect than set 1. About under 10 seconds left in the timeout as set 2 action will resume. It is 16-13 in favor of the Foresters. They've looked a lot better in this set than they did in set 1, and it is showing on the scoreboard as it is a 3-point lead in their favor. We see Vishnevak go back to serve for
Vishnevak continues to serve for the Foresters.
She has 25 service aces so far in this season for the Foresters, which ranks 3rd on their team. Doesn't get one there though. And a nice little tip in there by who I believe is Michaela Perina. See if she's accredited with the kill. Snuck it in the out of play line for the Cougars. Makes it a 16-14 game. Still in the Foresters' favor though. play there by Greco. Keep it up for the Cougars. Henline looks to finish it off. She's not able to, though. And the Foresters end up getting the point. They're 17th of the set. Snuck it right over the hands of the Cougars blocker and Michaela Perino. The middle blocker for the Cougars was just a little shorter than that ball was. Snuck right over her hands, and it looked like Stonich was not able to get to it in time. Number 8, Katie Mueller comes in to serve for the Foresters now. She gets set, wants to increase this Forester lead. They look to avoid going down 2-0. And a strong hit there from Joy Greco of the Cougars gives them the point. Draws them within 2 of the Foresters. Greco now goes to the bench. Looks like Grace Haywood is coming in to serve for the Cougars. That ball from Greco is just absolutely demolished to the other side. As Haywood's serve is hit right into the net. Gives the Foresters the point, 18-15. Mary Egan now goes back to serve for the Foresters. She has a respectable 20 service aces on the year. Not able to add another one there, though, as the Cougars were able to play it. Headline, a strong hit ball. Mueller was not able to get enough on it as she was just a little taller than her, graced off the tip of her fingers. And that gives the Cougars the point, draws them back within 2 of the Foresters' 18 points. As number 1, Alex Clausen now goes in to serve for the Cougars. He was able to play that up. And a strongly hit ball there from Stevens will lead to a Foresters point as the Cougars were not able to get enough on it. You see Cougars head coach Troy Campbell right on the side of the in-play field, yelling at his team to get them in order, get them in shape as they're down by 3 now. And they give it to Venango. Looked like there was a little bit of hesitation to give her that point, as it was kind of a 50-50 call if it was out of play or not. They gave it to her, though. Cougars draw back within 2. See if they can close the distance even more here as Renango gets set to serve. The serve is over. Nice play there by Foresters number 16, Julie Barrientos. And that eventually leads to a Forester point. Making it 20-17 in their favor. Julie Barrientos now gets set to serve for the Foresters. That last play was an attack error accredited to Katie Stonich of the Cougars, which led to the Forester point. A strong hit ball from Martin goes nowhere for the Cougars. Stonich able to get it over the net with a little help from the net itself. As the volley is still going, and they're saying, and the Foresters end up getting the point there. Stonich put up a quite admirable effort getting the rebound off the ball. She hit right into the Foresters blocker. Cougars are not able to capitalize on that individual effort by Stonich, though, as they now trail 21-17. Stonich able to hit it up for the Cougars. They look to create something here on the attack. Foresters got it now. And they get the point. That was number 7, Rebecca, the coach for the Foresters. And Concordia will take another timeout as they like to draw in on this 5-point lead. The Foresters have built. They're only 3 points away from winning the match, winning the set, excuse me. We'll be back in a bit. And we're back, 10 seconds left on the timeout as the Cougars retake the court. Of course, they're still talking things over a little bit as they're just 3 points away from claiming this set and tying up the match, 1 set apiece. No matter what happens in this set, though, the Foresters have put up a much more admirable fight against the Cougars than their 25-15 defeat in set 1. They look like they're much more organized on the offensive side of the ball, and on defensively, they're able to curb a lot of these attacks that the Cougars are throwing at them. As number 16, Barrientos serves for the Foresters. Stonich a hard hit ball. It is kept up though by the Foresters, and that was Vishnovac, but they're not able to capitalize. They eventually hit the ball into the net. Gives the Cougars their 18th point of the set, making it 22-18. Alyssa Henline will now go back to serve for the Cougars. The serve is up. Deegan's able to pop that one back up. And that was called out on the Foresters. Gives the Cougars a point. Makes it 22-19. They've scored 2 straight coming out of this timeout. So obviously whatever 7th season head coach Troy Campbell said is getting his team a little bit more motivated. See if they can close the gap even more here. Nice save there by Henline, though Bernango wasn't able to do anything with it as it was a little too softly hit. And that'll give the points to the Foresters, 23-19. They are now just 2 points away from claiming this second set, tying the matchup 1-1. The Coke with the serve. It's up for the Cougars. Nice setup there by Vernango. And they're going to give the point to the Foresters. There's now match point as they're sitting at 24 on the set. See if they can claim the second set here. It's bounced off the net. He was able to get it back over though, and they get it. Point number 25 for the Foresters. That'll claim them a set 2 victory, tying up the match at 1 set apiece. Much closer matchup than we got in set 1 when the Cougars won the match by 10 points. We'll see what happens come set 3 as we'll be back with you in a little bit. Welcome back to Geisman Gymnasium as we get set to take on set 3 of tonight's matchup between the Foresters of Lake Forest College and the home team, the Concordia Cougars. set 2 was a vastly different story of set 1. Set 1, the Cougars won pretty handedly, 25-14 over the Foresters. Set 2 was a much closer affair all the way through. Many lead changes and many ties. At the end of the day, though, the Foresters came away with the victory to tie the match at 1 set apiece. Some stats to look at. On the Cougar side of the ball, Alyssa Henline and Katie Stonich both have 6 kills already, though it should be noted that Stonich's kills, a lot of them were gained in that dominant set 1. She was not as much a threat in set 2 as she was in set 1, so the Cougars are looking for a set 3 victory. She will need to get those kills number back up. On the Forester side of the ball, Madison Stevens had herself a nice set. She's now currently sitting at 6 on the match. Hannah Kobina has got 5 of her own kills on the match, and Rebecca DeCoke is sitting at 4. Julie Barrientos of the Foresters is having a nice selfless game. She's sitting at 15 assists on the night. But topping that is Isabel Vernango of the Cougars, who has got 17 assists of her own on her side of the net. Julia Beers has 5 digs thus far in the match, which brings her total in her career to 994. She just needs 6 to reach that accomplished 1,000 dig career mark. Many people here in this gym tonight are hoping to see her reach tonight. Number 1 for the Cougars, Alex Clausen, will get set to serve as we get set for set 3 action here. A big set here, as whoever wins it will be only 1 set away from a match victory. You see the official talking to Vernango of the Cougars and Geegan of the Foresters. Some information each individual player is relaying back to their coach. Troy Campbell is the coach of the Cougars in his 7th season, while Katie Rutherford is the coach of the Foresters as set 3 gets underway here. Vernango the setup, Henline looks for the finish, and it looks like she'll get it. Geegan was not able to get enough on that hardly hit ball from Henline. Cougars scored the first point of the set. This is the first set that they have struck first in tonight. Clausen goes up for another serve, and it is out of play. That'll be a Forester point. We're all tied up at 1. You see Beers come into the game for the Cougars as Clausen leaves. Beers, again, just 6 digs away from 1,000 in her career. She gets a nice play there to keep it alive for the Cougars. Henline goes for the kill, but the Foresters are able to keep it up as they look to go on the attack. And the Cougars blockers up front. That's Isabel Vernango and number 24, Chloe Martin, able to pop that ball right back to the Foresters side, give the Cougars the point, as they retake a 2-1 lead. Vernango now goes back to serve for the Cougars. Beers was given another dig on that last play as the Cougars blockers get it done again. That's Martin again, this time with some help from Henline. They now build a 3-1 lead. As I was saying, Beers got her 6th dig on the night in that last play. Well, now the last play after that last play just occurred. She now just needs 5, and that is another Cougar point. They're able to build a 4-1 lead now. Vernango will serve once again. And Kobina is able to get the Foresters the point there. Stop the bleeding for the Foresters and make it a 4-2 game.
Serving moving in for Izzy Vishnovak.
Izzy Vishnovak now goes back for the Foresters to serve. So they look to close this 2-point gap up a little. Henline with the hard hit ball, and she'll get the kill there. That'll make it a 5-2 game in favor of the Foresters.
Server will be number 9,
She now goes back to serve for the Cougars. That was her 9th kill of the night. She's having herself a good match thus far. And that is out. That was number 17 of the Foresters, Haley Bryant. Getting it a little too far. Gives the Cougars the point. It is now 6-2. Much more reminiscent of the first set of the night than the second set, which the Cougars pulled away with, 25-15. Foresters just do not look like they're getting much going. Though, of course, as I say that, Stevens is able to get a point up on the board for the Cougars.
Number 8, Katie
Mueller is now coming in for the Foresters to serve. It is 6-3. Dribbling the ball a lot before the serve. We've seen her do that almost every time she's served. Some kind of pre-serve ritual. I'm sure a lot of players have as the ball is kept up. Nice play there by Mueller to keep it up. Diving effort. And Greco's hit from the Cougars. A little out of play. That will be a Forester point, making the game 6-4 in the Cougars' favor. As Mueller gets set to serve once again. Serve is up. Mango, the setup from Martin. Forster's able to keep it alive though. Henline comes in. And not enough there for the Cougars as the Foresters strike once again. Make it 6-5. Still in the Cougars' favor, but the Foresters have scored 3 points straight, if I'm correct in that. Making what was once a 6-2 point game, a now 6-5 game as they look for the tie here. They're not going to get it on the serve though, as the Cougars are able to get it in play. Stevens, a hard hit ball. Henline's able to pop that up for the Cougars though, keep it alive. And Greco's hit is out. So we are all tied up here at Geisman Gymnasium, 6-6 in the third set. We're tied up in the match, 1 set apiece. Whoever comes away with this third set will be just another set victory away from winning the match. So you know both teams are obviously wanting to get this third set under their belt. And they're going to give it to the Cougars. Number 7 of the Foresters, Rebecca DeCoke, hit it just before it went out. Looked like it was going out anyways, but because she got a hand on it, it is out off of her. Cougars ball, Cougars point, 7-6. Beers getting set to serve. She has been given an ace tonight. Let's see if she could add another one to her name. Stonich goes in, and she's going to get the kill, a hard hit ball. Looks like number 7 for the Foresters, DeCoke, not able to get enough on it. That gives them a now 2-point lead. 8-6 in favor of the Cougars. Beers back to serve once again. It's up. DeCoke's able to pop it up for the Foresters. Keegan going in for the kill. Blockers up front for the Cougars did a good job keeping it alive. But now Greco goes for her own kill. Foresters keep it alive. Yeah, a nice volley going here. Stonich, a softly hit ball. Barrientos was able to get a hand on it. The ball's back for the Cougars. They're able to get it over though. And Stevens' hit is out of play for the Foresters. Another point will go towards the Cougars, making the score 9-6 in this third set. Beers gets set to serve once again. The serve is up. And Vishnovac is not able to get enough. He's able to get a hand on the ball, but hit it right under the net. That'll be Beers' second service ace of the night. She sits second on the team with 24 coming in tonight. She's now got 26, just one behind Fernango for this team lead in service aces. A hard hit ball there. Henline's able to pop it up though for the Cougars. Another hard hit ball, this time from Greco. DeCote's able to keep it up. And the Foresters finish the playoff and earn themselves the point. Stop the Cougars' little run they got going. Make them set 10-7. Still in the Cougars' favor, but now the ball is in the Foresters' control. As number 1, Mary Deegan, goes back to serve for the Foresters. Vernango with the setup. Stonich going for the kill, and she'll get it. That Vernango to Stonich setup has been all but gold tonight. Vernango has got an astonishing 21 assists already tonight, while Stonich is sitting at 8 kills, just one behind Headline for the lead, as Stonich's serve goes into the net. There will be a change of possession once again, as the score is now 11-8 in favor of the Cougars. Stevens' serve is over. Henline's able to keep it up for the Cougars though. Deegan doing a good job keeping it up for the Foresters. A nice little touch there by Cobinia. And it looks like Greco will finish it off for the Cougars.
Serving for the Cougars, number 12, Grace Haywood.
Greco, who was disaccredited with that kill, now goes off to the bench, talk to the assistant coaches, as number 12, Grace Haywood, comes in for the serve. There was the ball a little, and here we go with the serve. It's over to the Foresters side. And they're calling it out. Almost took a second there for a call to be made, but it was called out in the end. That'll be a Cougar point. They now have a 5-point lead over the Foresters as Haywood gets set to serve once again. Bit of a softer serve, still gets the job done. And a fantastic play there by the Cougars. Haywood to Stonich to Vernango. They're able to get it over, but cannot finish the job as the Foresters get it back to the Cougars side and score a point. But what a play there. Haywood to Stonich to Vernango. A very, very hard hit ball that the Cougars were able to corral back to the Foresters side. Just a shame that they're not able to get a point out of it though. Henline's hit is out of play. It will be a Forester point as the score is now 13-10. That's their second straight point. Barrientos with the serve. Softly hit there. Forster was able to keep it alive though. Deegan hits it back over to the Cougars. And a little too hard to handle there. The hit, the attack from Grace Haywood. And some velocity behind it. Forster's not able to handle it, and it results in a Cougar point. Alex Clausen now comes in for the Cougars. She's accredited with a dig on the night as her serve is played by the Foresters. Nice play there though by Clausen to keep it going. And they're going to give the point to the Foresters. We see Beers coming back into the game for the Cougars. She's sitting at 6 digs on the night. She's only 5 away from the 1,000 dig mark in her career. As played there by Vishnovac to keep it up for the Cougars. Stonich able to keep it alive just a little longer for the Cougars, but not long enough as the point goes towards the Foresters. Rebecca DeCoke now goes back to the Foresters for the serve. Barrientos sets up number 17, Haley Bryant. Here is able to keep it alive though for the Cougars. Tipped off the blockers in front. Beers able to keep it alive though. Nice volley going here between the two teams. Nice play by Vishnevak to keep it up for the Foresters. Stonich keeps it alive for the Cougars now. As Beers hits it over, but she hits it out. That'll be a Forester point, making it 14-13 here in set 3. Serve here by the Foresters. Renango able to keep it alive, hit the top of the net though, and Alyssa Henline is not able to get under it for the Cougars. We're now tied 14 points apiece here in set 3. Cougars are taking a timeout as they saw their 5-point lead evaporate into a now 14-14 tied game. We'll be back with you in just a second. And we're back. About 7 seconds left in the Cougar timeout. 7th season head coach for the Cougars, Troy Campbell, still talking things over with his team. Getting passionate in the huddle, as we see him do many times. Brings a lot of energy to this team. Something they kind of need right now, as they saw their 5-point lead earlier in the set quickly evaporate into what is now a 14-14 game with the Foresters of Lake Forest. Number 7 of the Foresters, Rebecca DeCote, goes back for the serve. Nice play there by Beers to keep it up for the Cougars. But Haywood's hit out of play. That'll be a point for the Foresters, making it 15-14 in their favor. DeCote now goes back to serve once again for the Foresters. And they go with the setup. Looks like Henline will go for another kill, and they'll be given to her. Her ball was hit right off the hands of the lead Forester blocker, which then went out of play. That'll be a Cougar point, as we are now tied 15-15. Both teams 10 points away from the 25-point mark and a set victory. Vernango will now serve for the Cougars. And it'll lead directly to a point, right off the hands of Rebecca DeCote. Her hit was a little too low for any other Forester to get a hand on it. So that'll be a point for the Cougars, as it is now 16-15, as Vernango is given a service ace. That'll add to her team leading total of 27, which is now at 28. Stonich, a nice little play there. Foresters able to pop it back up though. Keep it alive for a continued volley. And Henline finishes it off for the Cougar. We've seen her do that many times tonight. A little softly hit ball. Foresters aren't able to adjust to it quick enough, and that'll lead to another Cougar point. It is now 17-15. That is Henline's 11th kill on the night. Foresters set up for the attack. Beer's able to keep it up though. Stonich goes for the kill. That was Barrientos able to keep it up for the Foresters. We've seen both teams execute some good attacks on this volley. No one's been able to capitalize just yet, as both teams are also playing some good defense. Henline, another softly hit ball. Foresters able to keep it up. Beer is kind of an awkward ball. Was able to hit it up, but it got caught up in the net. That'll be a Cougar point, making the score 17-16 in favor of the Foresters.
Beers
Beers has shot up to 10 digs on the night. She is 1 away from the 1,000 career mark. Great play there by the Cougars, and they're given the point. It looked like a dire effort for the Cougars, but they're able to keep going with it. Gives them the point, making it 18-16 as Henline goes back to serve. Once again, Julia Beers 1 dig away from 1,000 in her career. She was sitting at 6 for a while, though she got 4 in relatively quick succession. Nice play there by the Foresters to keep it alive. Stonich, an awkward little hit there, sent it over. Foresters keep it alive, and that'll be a Cougar point. Great blocking up front from Stonich, and number 24, Chloe Martin, able to give the Cougars the point, make it 19-16. And it looks like we're getting a timeout, this time from the Foresters, who are trailing 19-16.
19-16.
Once again, Julia Beers just 1 dig away from the 1,000 mark on her career. We'll see if she's able to hit it when we come back. And we're back here in Geisman Gymnasium. The Foresters timeout has just run out. They trail the Cougars of CUC 19-16. Once again, as stated before the timeout, Julia Beers is now at 10 digs on the night, which brings her career total to 999. That next dig she gets will put her at the 1,000 mark. She is on the floor, so it could happen at any moment now. Alyssa Henline goes back to serve for the Cougars. Her serve is up. The Cougars are looking to claim this third set. And the blockers up front for the Cougars, Stonich and Martin, not able to get enough on that, as that will end up being a Foresters point.
The server is number 8, Katie
Mueller will now go back to serve for the Foresters. They trail 19-17. Seeing if she can get them back in the set. Henline with the play there. Renango sets up Stonich. Her hit, a little too much on it. It goes out of play. That'll be another Forester point as they pull within 1, 19-18. Mueller gets set to serve once again as the Foresters are looking to tie things at 19 apiece. Here's a nice play there that could do it. Great point there by the Cougars. Beers will go back to serve. Does not look like the official scores are giving Beers a dig on that last play, so she'll have to wait just a little longer to hit 1,000 in her career. Right now, though, she gets set to serve as the Cougars are leading set 3, 20-18. She will get a service ace, though. Looks like it'll be her third of the night if they score that one correctly. She gives the Cougars a 3-point lead. They're now just 4 off from the 25-point mark, which will win them set 3 and give them a 2-1 set lead in the match as Beers gets set to serve again. She's got 3 service aces now in this matchup. Fernando with the setup, it looks like. Greco will try to finish it off. Great job there by the Foresters to keep it up, though, as Geegan goes up. That could do it, though. And the Foresters not able to get enough on that. Beers had another nice play. Watching the live stats, though, they're still not giving her an official dig yet. So she will have to continue to wait for that 1,000 mark. A couple close calls thus far, though.
Timeout called by
Lake Forest takes the timeout. Beers still sitting at 10 games on the night, waiting for that 1,000th.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a moment ago, libero Julia Beers recorded her 11th dig of this match. That gives her 1,400.
And they are giving it to her. Number 11 on the night gives her number 1,000 in her career. An incredible feat for the Cougars libero. A lot of emotions going through her head right now, but you gotta imagine she just wants to come away with a victory in tonight's matchup with the Foresters. Back with more in just a little bit. We're back here in set 3, Geisman Gymnasium. Cougars lead the set 20-18 over the Lake Forest Foresters. As you heard just a minute ago, Julia Beers, number 4 for the Cougars, recorded her 1,000th career dig as she gets set to serve. An incredible feat over 4 years of service for the Cougars. And she looks to add not just more tonight, but more over the rest of the season as the Cougars hit a pivotal stretch. Nice job there by the Cougars blockers to pop it back. Foresters are not able to adapt quickly enough, and that'll lead to a Cougar point, making the set 23-18 in their favor. Beers will serve once again. She gets set. And it is out, so that'll be a Foresters point, making this set 23-19. They'll now get the ball, see if they can close in before the Cougars able to score just 2 more points and take this set in their favor. Egan with the serve. And the coach will finish it off for the Foresters. They score their 2nd straight point. They close the gap to 3 points. They now need just 5 to claim the set. The Cougars need just 2. Whoever claims this set will take a 2-1 set lead in the match as the coach serves once again. Beers is able to pop it up. Renengo with the setup. Greco's hit is out of play. It'll be another Forester point. They've scored 3 straight to make it 23-21. Still in the Cougars' favor, but the Foresters are quickly closing the gap. Egan will serve. Stonich, another hit. She kind of likes that floater hit. We've seen her do it a couple times tonight. And even though they didn't score directly off of it, they do get a point in the end. And they are now just 1 point away from claiming set 3 and a 2-1 set lead in the match. Cougars won set 1, 25-15 before the Foresters were able to take set 2 for themselves, tying the match up at 1 set apiece. Stonich keeps it alive for the Cougars. Greco looks to finish it off. She cannot, though, as Geegan's able to keep it in play for the Foresters. Nice play by Beers to keep it alive. Nice play by Mueller to keep it alive for the Foresters. Stonich with a nice play. As both teams' defenses, Mueller another point, another great hit, but not enough for the Foresters. The Cougars will claim the point and win set 3, 25-21. They now take a 2-1 set lead in tonight's matchup. We'll be back after a couple-minute break as we get ready for set 4. Once again, the CUC Cougars lead the match 2-1 over the Lake Forest Foresters. We'll be back in a bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Geisman Gymnasium on the campus of Concordia University, Chicago. The CUC Cougars are currently leading the Lake Forest Foresters 2-1 in the set after they won set 3. Foresters won set 2 after the Cougars won set 1. And here we are, Cougars 2 sets to the Foresters 1. Set 3 was quite eventful for the Cougars as number 4, Julia Beers for the Cougars, claimed her 1,000th career gig. An impressive feat for the 4-year player for the Cougars. He looks to add many more as the season wraps up for the Cougars. Lots of conference play left to go for them as their next 6 matchups against MSOE, Wisconsin Lutheran, Illinois Institute of Technology, Edgewood, and Dominican, all conference matchups as they like to go on a run here. They're currently sitting at 1-6 in the conference, which ranks them at number 12. So they're going to need to make up some ground in the home stretch of the season if they want to have a chance in the conference playoffs. After tonight, the Cougars will stay here at Geisman for a Friday night matchup between them and MSOE before Saturday afternoon, in which they will face off against Wisconsin Lutheran, also here at Geisman Gymnasium at CUC. After tonight, Lake Forest will travel to North Central and face off against them Friday night, before finishing off the season with 3 straight conference matchups, as the Foresters strike first here in set 4. Stornish not able to get enough under that hit, and it goes out off of her hands. Foresters get set again. Nice play there by Haywood to keep the ball alive for the Cougars. Nice block there by the Foresters. And they give the Cougars the point after a nice defensive effort from Katie Stonish, number 18 of the Cougars. We're all tied up here at 1 apiece in the 4th set. Alex Clausen now gets set as the Cougars have control of the ball. See if they can go on a run here. Her serve is over. He was able to keep it alive. Nice play there by Henline. And Clausen did get a handle on it low. It was a little too low though. No other Cougar was able to get a hand on it. And that'll result in a Forster point.
Into the match, and now serving number 13, Annika DeHorn.
Annika DeHorn coming into the match for the Forsters to serve. This is the first time we've seen DeHorn tonight. He's able to get over the net to the Cougar side. They hit it back. Forster's able to keep it up though. Nice play there by Stonich to stretch out and keep the play alive for the Cougars. Nice play there by Barrientos to do the same for the Foresters. Great play there by Beers. Keeps it alive for the Cougars. Hard hit ball there by Corbina as it's now back on the Forster side after the Cougars were able to play it. Fernando sets it up. Henline goes for the kill. Nice block up front by the Foresters to keep it going now. Great volley here from both teams. And it'll end there. Egan's hit. A little too much sauce on it as it goes out of play for the Foresters. That'll be a Cougar point. And we are now tied up here at 2 apiece.
Servers number 7, Isabel Vernengo.
Isabel Vernengo will now go back to serve for the Cougars. She's got one service ace, tonight for the Cougars. And her serve will lead to a point right there for the Cougars. Not able to handle it. Did a couple of them, but no one was able to get it back over the net to the Cougar side. As Vernengo will get set to serve once again. Dribbling the ball, being ready, here it comes. Vernengo's serve, it's over, and it's a little too over as it's out of play. Forster point, they will tie the game at 3. Bishop goes back to serve for the Forsters, looking to take a 4-3 lead if everything goes right for them. Haywood able to pop it up. Vernengo with the setup. Henline tried to finish off. Good job by the Forsters blockers. And Stonich is right there for the kill. A hard hit ball right past the Foresters blockers. That'll add to her total. She's got 9 kills in the match tonight. 1 away from that double-digit mark. Henline serve, it is over. DeHorn's able to pop it up for the Foresters. The Cougar block took a bounce on the net, went back to the Foresters, and Beers hit ended up in no man's land. No one was even close to being able to play it, and that'll lead to a Foresters point. We're tied at 4 apiece. Katie Mueller comes in to serve for the Foresters. We've seen her mostly sub in to serve for the Foresters. She has 2 service aces on the year, but she almost seems to be used in their serve expert tonight, as most of her subs in have been to serve. And a hard hit ball there from number 12, Madison Stevens of Lake Forest. That'll get them the point. They now take a 5-4 lead. Gets set to serve again. This time it is playable for the Cougars. Hard hit ball there from number 8, Joy Greco of the Cougars. No chance for anyone on the Foresters side. That'll give the Cougars the point and to tie the setup at 5 points apiece. Julia Beers, who just reached 1,000 career digs in the last set, gets set to serve now for the Cougars. An amazing achievement, but you know right now her mind is locked in on winning this match, which the Cougars can do with a set win here. Stonich a hard hit ball. Wheeler is able to keep it alive for the Foresters. DeCoke hits it out of play. That'll be a Cougar point. 6-5 now as Beers goes back to serve one more time. Beers being set to serve. Looking to build on this 1-point lead the Cougars have just cultivated. And she will. If I'm right, that'll be another service ace in her favor, which should make it 4 on the night for her. An incredible night so far for Beers, not only getting it done in the service ace department, but also hitting that 1,000 career big mark as well. And Stevens will finish it off for the Foresters. The Cougar blockers were not up enough. That ball head off their hands and went straight down for the Forester point. It is now 7-6 in favor of the Cougars. And the Coke serve is over. Stonich is able to keep it alive for the Cougars. Headline, nice play there to keep it alive for the Cougars again. And that'll end up being a Cougar point. Excuse me, that was Joy Greco who kept it alive up in front at the net for the Cougars. And then Alyssa Henline finished it off for CUC. Katie Stonich, she's got 10 kills on the match. She now goes back to serve. It's over. Good serve there. And Stevens is able to get that point right back for the Foresters. A little too low for any Cougar to get a handle on. See, Stonich for the Cougars is asking for the mop. They want to wipe the floor off real quick before we resume play here. Stevens is back to serve for the Foresters. Very humid environment here in Geisman Gymnasium at CUC. Lots of sweat, and lots of need for that sweat mop. With the floor polished off, we'll resume play. Madison Stevens now being ready to serve for the Foresters. Fernando, as we've seen her do many times. And an interesting play there. Ball kind of rode the net for a couple seconds. No one really knew where it was going until it was too late. He fell down on the Cougar side of the court. That'll be a Lake Forest point. They tie the game at 8. One of those unlucky breaks for the Cougars. Hopefully it doesn't affect the rest of their play. As Michaela Perino puts a little too much on that hit. It's out of play by quite a bit. And now the Foresters will take a 9-8 lead. Stevens gets set to serve once again. See if they can build up on this newly found lead. Beers able to pop it up. Fernando is set up. Stonich finishes it off. Fernando and Stonich, we've heard those two names called a lot tonight. Fernando has hit 30 assists on the night. Quite frankly, an incredible number. While Stonich has got 10 kills. That should be her 11th if they accredit it to her. Haywood with the serve. Nice try there by Cobinia, but the Cougars able to keep it alive, send it back to the Foresters, who are able to finish it off and earn themselves the point. They give themselves a 2-9 lead. Stonich does now officially have 11 kills on the night, still trailing Alyssa Henline by 2 for tonight's lead. Henline's got 13 in the match. The main offensive threats for the Cougars. Fernando sets up Henline, speaking of her. Foresters able to keep it alive though. Perino tried to dump it right back. That ball looked like it was going out, but Bryant kept it alive for the Foresters. Fernando tried a little tip in there. Foresters caught up to it. Perino tips it up. Fernando another tip. Foresters give it right back to the Cougars. Vishnovac sets up. Looks like Bryant right to Beers. Fernando sets up Henline. She'll finally finish it off for the Cougars. A great volley there from both sides of the court. Lots of last desperation hits, a lot of little tricky attacks. Both teams were able to keep up with it for quite a while, but it's eventually finished off by the Cougars as Alex Clausen comes in to serve for them. Henline tried to get another kill right there, and the Cougars will eventually get it though. That'll give them a lead 11-10 in tonight's set 4. Once again, the Cougars lead the match 2-1. If they're able to pull off a set 4 victory, they will claim the match 3-1. And Clausen's serve hits the top of the net. The Foresters weren't ready for it. No one was even close to being able to play it. So it looks like it will be the service ace for Clausen, right off the top of the net too. Little trick play there. And Cobinia tried to get one right at the net for the Foresters. Cougars were all over it though. No chance there as they send it right back before the Foresters could get set up on defense. And that ball will hit off of, look like Vernango's hands up front and go out of play. We got some subs. Anika DeHorn will come back in for the Foresters to serve. On the Cougar side of the ball, Julia Beers is coming in the libero spot. Once again, Beers hit 1,000 career digs earlier in the night when she totaled her 11th dig of the match. And they'll give it to the Cougars. Like Liz Haywood was able to get in on it. Put the ball right before the out of play line. The Foresters weren't really ready for it. No one was close to it. Cougars now build a 3-point lead. It is 14-11 as Vernango gets set to serve. Her serve is up. It's good over the net. And DeHorn isn't able to get enough on it. She sends it out of play. That'll be another Cougar point as they now lead 15-11. Cougars 10 points away from closing out the match and winning set 4 and also winning the matchup. Cobinas sent that one hard. Cougars able to handle it, no problem though. It looked like number 24, Chloe Martin, was the one to finish that play off for the Cougars. And the Foresters will take a timeout. They trail 11-16 in this what could be final set between the two teams. Once again, I am Peter Borkowski. I'm your play-by-play announcer for tonight. With the break, let's go over our production staff who's making this production possible tonight. Spotting for the Cougars, we got Ryan McGee. Sydney Palauskis-Lauer is helping out with stats. Jaylene Wade is handling the camera. Emily Balaban is working the production truck. Kayla Jackson is taking care of things on the Instagram side. Wyatt McLaughlin is handling the scoreboard. We are led by our athletic information director, CJ Sellner, and helped out by Justin Jorseth, our graduate assistant. The Cougars come out onto the court with nearly 30 seconds left on the Forester timeout. They look like they're ready to go. They've been on a roll thus far in set 4. They lead 16-11, are only 9 points away from claiming the set, as well as claiming tonight's match against the Foresters. The Cougars will get ready for Friday night action. They take on MSOE back here in Geisman Gymnasium on this upcoming Friday. Meanwhile, the Foresters will travel to play North Central, back in Lake Forest, also happening this Friday night. Isabel Vernango set to serve for the Cougars as they look to finish off tonight's match. And she'll be given a service ace there. Her serve was hit up by Anika DeHorn of the Foresters and sent out of play. She has 4 service aces on the night. See if she can get another one to increase the Cougars' lead. spears a fantastic play to keep it up for the Cougars. Stonage absolutely demolishes that ball, but the Forester block is able to keep it. Another great play by the Forester blockers to keep the ball in play. The Horns able to send it over. This play is set up. The Coke Beers is on a tear thus far in this volley. She's got a couple digs in her name already, and she's keeping the play alive. She does it again there for the Cougars. Henline looks to finish it off. She cannot against Barrientos. The Coke will send it over. Great volley here between both teams. Stonage is finally able to finish it off for the Cougars. A long, drawn-out volley between the two teams. Both players look all players, look absolutely exhausted after that prolonged volley. Lots of great plays on both sides of the net, but Stonage is able to finish it off for the Cougars. Get them the point. They're now up 18-11. They're just 7 points away from claiming the match. 3-1. Vernango's serve. And they're going to give it to her. That glanced off the Horns' arms. We've seen that before in this set. Lake Forest has to take another one of their timeouts as they're looking into the jaws of defeat. Cougars only 6 points away from claiming this fourth set and tonight's match. We'll be back in a bit to see if the Cougars can pull it off or if the Foresters are able to come back and take this set and tie up the match at 2 sets apiece. We're back here in Geisman Gymnasium. Cougars coming out of the timeout early once again. They hope to close off this set, which they're only 6 points away from. They win this set. They will claim tonight's matchup against the Foresters of Lake Forest College. We see Cobinia of the Foresters talking to the official. We've seen that a couple times tonight. Not quite sure what they're communicating as we get set to serve. Vernango serve. He's gotten 2 service aces in this set alone. Nice play there by the Foresters to keep it alive off the Cougar block. Haywood keeps up. Vernango the setup, and Henline finishes it off for the Cougars. A hard hit ball right off of the hand of the Foresters, number 16, Julie Barrientos. The Cougars hit the 20-point mark, 5 away from winning tonight's matchup against the Foresters. Vernango gets set to serve again. She's had some good success. 2 service aces on this series of serves alone. Henline looks to finish it off, and she will. Another kill under Henline's name. That'll be point number 21. Henline, 15 kills on the night for the Cougars. Getting it done on the attack. A big reason that they're now just 4 points away from winning tonight's matchup against the Lake Forest Foresters. Cobinia, though, stops the bleeding for the Foresters. They pull within 9 of the Cougars, but it might be too little, too late, as they still need 13 points to win the set and tie the matchup, while the Cougars just need 4 to win the match. Vishnevak, the serve. Stonage! She'll add another kill to her already impressive night. Looks like that'll be number 13 under her name. We've seen that all night, it seems. Lake Forest just cannot get a run going. The Cougars 3 points away from winning the match as Henline serves. Bryant, a little softly hit ball, tried to trick the Cougars, could not. Henline able to get it back over to the Forester side of the net. And the Foresters will get another point That one came from Julie Barrientos, who glanced off Julia Beers' arms and went out of play, giving the Foresters the point. They're up 22. Excuse me, the Cougars are up 22-13. Katie Mueller comes in to serve now. And Joy Greco finishes it off for the Cougars. They pull within two. The Cougars have lost 5 straight matches. A win here would be huge in getting their confidence up before the home stretch of the season, which features a lot of in-conference play. Beers had the memorable 1,000 career dig night. Is ready now. The serve is up. And that'll be Joy Greco once again for the Cougars. That's her 11th kill of the night. They have 24 points to the Foresters' 13. One more, and the Cougars will come away with the match victory. Beers gets set to serve. She's got 4 service aces. Back to the Cougars side. Greco for the win, and they'll give it to her. Off the hand of the Lake Forest blockers up front. Out of play. That'll be a Cougar win, sealed by Joy Greco at the end of the match. So the Cougars come away with a 3-1 set victory in tonight's matchup against the Lake Forest Foresters. After tonight's victory, the Cougars will improve to 8-12 on the season, though they still sit at 1-6 in the conference. But a big win here tonight should get their confidence levels up a little before the home stretch of the season and a lot of conference play. On the Lake Forest side of the ball, they will drop to 7-15 on the season. Though obviously, just like the Cougars, this loss will not affect their 3-2 conference record. Now, for some looking over the stat sheet, of course, the story of the night, Julia Beers, 19 digs on the night. Though, of course, 11 digs is all it took to get her to the 1,000 career dig mark. We see them on the side of the court right now. She's being handed the game ball by Troy Campbell, head coach of the Cougars. As I stated, Beers led the team with an impressive 19 digs, so Isabel Bernango is not too far behind with 14 digs of her own. Bernango had an impressive 5 service aces and an astonishing 39 assists. She had that connection with Katie Stonich, who finished the match with 13 kills going all night long. Alyssa Henline also had herself a very nice night with 16 kills, and Joy Greco, who had the game-sealing kill, finished with 12. On the Lake Forest side of the ball, Madison Stevens had herself a nice night, the only Forester to reach double digits in the kill section with 11. Julie Barrientos led the team with 27 assists, a great night for her on that side of the ball, though obviously not enough to beat the Cougars. 4 different Foresters have service aces, and Julie Barrientos also led the team with 18 digs. Once again, Cougars win tonight's matchup against the Lake Forest Foresters 3-1. Julia Beers, 1,000 career digs. She hit that astonishing achievement tonight, and all as well as the Cougars are walking away with their 8th victory of the season. Once again, I'm Peter Borkowski, your play-by-play announcer. Thank you to everyone watching as well as everyone who helped with the production of this broadcast. And we'll see you Friday night when the women's volleyball team takes on MSOE back here in Geisman Gymnasium. Good night, everyone.